You like bad movies? Then do I have something for you! Aladdin and His Wonderful Lamp, starring James Earl Jones as the Genie, Leonard Nimoy as the evil sorcerer, the dad from Lizzie McGuire, and directed by none other than Tim Burton. Never thought you'd hear all that in the same sentence, did you? The premise of the movie is about a guy named Aladdin who wishes to marry the princess while the evil sorcerer wants to stop him. According to IMDb, this is a retelling of the Arabian Nights folktale about a Middle Eastern boy who obtains a mysterious magic lamp. If you like what I do, then consider subscribing and let me know your thoughts in the comments. As of the making of this video, the great James Earl Jones has sadly passed away. When I heard this, it hit me hard. He, not just to me, but to many, had a large role in our lives, from Star Wars to Lion King, and if you were lucky to see this movie growing up, Aladdin. He will be missed, but will live on forever in the works for us to enjoy and to have a good laugh at. For some trivia from IMDb, James Earl Jones plays both genies, the genie from The Ring and the one from the lamp. This film is technically an episode of Shelley Duvall's series from the 80s, which reinterprets classic fantasy tales. Tim Burton directed this episode very early in his career. It aired between the releases of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the feature debut, and Beetlejuice. When I saw that it had Tim Burton, Leonard Nimoy, and James Earl Jones, I was in shock like never before. How could I have missed such a classic gem? The film starts out with Shelley Duvall explaining the premise. Then we get to the credits, and I still can't believe it. When I saw it had James Earl Jones, Leonard Nimoy, and Tim Burton, I thought this was not real. We see the castle, and then Aladdin playing with his friends. Then the evil Moroccan sorcerer, as they call him, shows up. He is like our Jafar in this movie. In this movie, there is this character, and a separate Grand Vizier, which in the Aladdin that we all know, seems to be composited into one character. But in this movie, there are two people. Let's refer to the evil Moroccan sorcerer as our Jafar for this movie. Now, Jafar tells Aladdin that he is his uncle and asks him to take him to his mother's house. He goes to the house and brings food to win their favor. After that, he takes Aladdin to get new clothes and promises to help set up a new business. But after Aladdin does a favor for Jafar, however. So he takes him to the Cave of Wonders and has Aladdin go inside. Jafar then tricks Aladdin and Aladdin becomes stuck in the cave. He, however, accidentally summons the Genie of the Ring, which is James Earl Jones. The Genie gets him out of the cave and Aladdin then goes back to his house. While speaking to his mom, he accidentally summons the Genie of the Lamp. And man, this Genie is something else. I mean, just look at him!
Maybe I can get something out of this lamp. I'll sell it for food.
That? It's so old and dirty.
Well, I'll just clean it.
Hello! Fresh air!
Who are you?
Who am I? You ask, who am I? I am the Genie of the Lamp, and being bottled up for thousands of years has made me extremely short-tempered. So I ask you, how do you wish to die?
I don't wish to die.
Good answer. Not to worry. I cannot kill you. You are now my master, and I am here to grant you any wish that you may desire.
Where do you come from?
Originally, I was born from the thundering wind that blew from the mouth of the great white bear, who came from the fiery yellow sun, who is the eye of the all-powerful being whose name I am forbidden to speak, and you are?
Aladdin. I was born from Mustafa the tailor. And that's my mother. They're passed out from fright.
Amusing. Now, what is it you request, O Aladdin of humble birth?
Well, I'm very hungry.
Food. You ask for food from me, who can create mountains from valleys and oceans from deserts?
I'm sorry, all I can think of is food.
Your wish is my command.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Would you care to join me?
Oh, I am flattered, my tiny master, but genies do not eat. Never have, never will. Now, are there any other requests? Anything under the sun or the moon or the heavens above?
Could you return to your lamp so that I might revive my Mother, who's frightened of your presence.
What if I refuse? What if I choose instead to rearrange the features of your young face?
I'm your master. And I command you to get back in the lamp.
As you wish. But if there's anything else you desire, you have only to rub the lamp.
Now, why are there two genies, and why are they both played by James Earl Jones? I have no idea. That's never explained and is never referenced. So, after he and Aladdin get acquainted, and Aladdin's mom lets Aladdin keep the genie, like if he were 10 years old, Aladdin goes back out to the city and sees the princess. He then asks his mom if she can go see the Sultan and ask him for permission to marry his daughter, the princess. Because, you know, she can't make her own decisions apparently. She then goes to the Sultan, who is an old British man, and every time he's on screen, it becomes a Monty Python skit. Aladdin's mother shows up and makes her case.
Very big. Anyone who values my daughter so highly would, I am sure, make an excellent husband.
This is preposterous.
Your Highness, surely there is one more worthy in the palace of your daughter's hand than the son of...
Yeah, me. Perhaps. Woman, tell your son I will give the matter serious consideration and let him know of my decision.
His mom goes back to tell Aladdin that he will consider it, but when Aladdin meets with his friends, they tell him that the Grand Vizier, who is not the same person as the evil Moroccan sorcerer, or Jafar, is the one who will marry the princess. Aladdin then calls upon the genie for help.
I was hoping you would call. What is it you desire?
I'm not sure.
Those who are not sure are surely nothing at all.
The Grand Vizier is going to marry Princess Sabrina, and I want...
Then you want to give them a beautiful wedding gift. Very well.
No. I wanted to marry her, and something went wrong.
I see. You want me to kill you and put you out of your misery. As you wish.
No! Please listen.
Your wish is my command.
I want you to get the princess and bring her here so that I may speak with her.
I'm listening.
And then I want you to take the Grand Vizier to someplace else and keep him there till morning.
May I scare him?
Just don't kill him.
Oh my god, he is absolutely fantastic. I mean, how can you not love him? The nightmare fuel! So the genie agrees to help and scare the Grand Vizier and bring the princess to Aladdin's house so they can talk.
The Grand Vizier, his gracious host, the Genie.
Oh my god, it looks so bad! So the next day, the Sultan then cancels the wedding between the princess and the Grand Vizier, thinking that the Grand Vizier's visions are a bad omen.
I am sorry, Grand Vizier, but a bad omen is nothing to trifle with. A little higher there, please. A little higher. There.
Out in the desert, Jafar is arguing with this skull about whether Aladdin is dead or not.
Aladdin is dead.
No, he's not.
He has to be.
He isn't.
Why, that dirty little thief. I'm gonna find Aladdin. When I finish with him, he'll have but one wish. He'll wish he were dead.
Aladdin goes to the Sultan and asks him for permission to marry the princess. The Sultan says Aladdin has to prove himself by presenting him with something unique and imaginative. So he goes to the completely unstable and sociopathic genie for help.
I was napping. What do you need?
I need a gift for the Sultan.
Gold! In the twinkling of an eye, I shall fill the palace with a mountain of gold.
No, it must be something that's more...
Jewels! With the snap of my tremendous fingers, I shall create a diamond the size of the moon.
No, it must be something that he...
Silver! Easily done!
Will you listen?
Don't you dare speak to me in that tone of voice.
I'm sorry, it's just sometimes you're very exasperating.
You're forgiven.
Look, I'm in a hurry. I need an imaginative gadget.
Such as?
Well, you're the genie. You must have an idea. Think of something.
Nope. I have great powers, but very little imagination.
Okay. How about a box with a window?
That's imaginative?
Well, you look in this window, and you see wonderful objects, like people and places, and there's voices and sounds and colors.
Oh man, I love this genie. It must be my favorite genie of all time. So Aladdin describes to the genie what basically is TV, and then presents it to the Sultan. The Sultan likes it and gives his permission for Aladdin to marry the princess. Then Aladdin basically asks the Sultan for land to build a palace, because apparently it's just that easy. So Aladdin then asks the genie for help in building the palace. Yep, that goes just as you come to expect by now.
Well, if you can't build what I want...
You dare insult me? Why? I can build the finest palace in the whole of the universe!
Great. Have it done tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow? Monday?
Yes, that's right.
Why, I should take your miserable little head and crush it in my hand like an insect and spread it on the sand it does not deserve to return to.
What did I say?
Monday!
Even genies hate Mondays.
It is a day of rest for all genies. We neither work nor sleep nor play, we simply rest.
Tuesday would be fine.
As you wish.
So the palace is built, and Aladdin and the princess go up to the tower for some special time, while the genie is in the lamp lurking in the background. Later, Aladdin goes and gives money to the townspeople. This gives Jafar the idea to trade new lamps for old lamps, in the hopes that maybe he come across the genie in the lamp. The friend of the princess then takes Aladdin's lamp and goes to Jafar to trade it. She didn't even get her new lamp.
Nothing is sweeter than revenge.
Oh. It is you.
Yes, it is I. Now, you must obey my every command.
What if I choose instead to set fire to your beards?
Silence! I now possess the lamp, which means that I now possess you.
Yes, master. What is your desire?
I want you to take Aladdin's palace and move it to the hottest, most miserable, bug-infested spot in the desert.
Regretfully, your wish is my command.
Aladdin comes back and then finds his palace is just completely gone, along with his wife, the princess. The Sultan then is upset that his daughter, the princess, is missing. Jafar then meets with the princess in Aladdin's palace tower and tells her Aladdin is done for. Aladdin, meanwhile, is searching for the palace when he once again summons the genie of the ring. How does he just forget that he has a ring with another genie in it? Which I don't understand. Why are there two genies? The ring belonged to Jafar, and he gave it to Aladdin. So why was he so concerned about getting the genie of the lamp if he already had a genie? And why did he just give it to Aladdin? And it's not because there's a limit regarding wishes, because it's mentioned in the movie, there is no limit. So what was the whole point of anything then? And nothing makes any sense. Anyways, the genie of the ring then sends Aladdin to the palace on a magic carpet, where Aladdin is able to sneak the lamp from Jafar. Jafar realizes he lost the lamp, and Aladdin summons the genie for help. He then sends Jafar to, well, basically, hell, inside the Sultan's TV. Aladdin then sends the palace back to where it belongs, and the genie narrates the end and explains how they all lived happily ever after.
I am pleased to report that Aladdin and his princess returned home and were greeted with a huge celebration. And years later, when the Sultan had retired, Aladdin took his place and became a kind and wise ruler, much beloved by his people. As for me, his faithful Genie. I am still alive, thousands of years later, and am currently seeking a new master. Are there any of you who wish to live happily ever after?
Well, that's the movie. I'm literally sitting here in awe of this masterwork. We have been graced with this blessed holy work for our enjoyment. What a treasure. Wait a minute. Fred Fox? As in the primary nemesis of the video game reviewer, angry video game nerd? That Fred Fox?
Wait, who's this? Fred Fox? Fred Fox?
Fred Fox? Fred Fox! Oh my god, Fred Fox! Oh my god, it's Fred Fox! Oh, Fred Fox.
As if this movie couldn't just get any stranger. To conclude, this movie is bonkers. It's so unusual, but it's so great. James Earl Jones and Leonard Nimoy are having so much fun and are so over the top in these roles. It's very entertaining, and it has the perfect amount of camp, cheesiness, awfulness, and passion. It's a great watch, especially if you are with friends. Because of these things, if this sounds like something in your lane, then I would definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to support the channel even more, visit me on Patreon.